Hi guys, my name is R Sridhar, and over the last 10 years, I've come across numerous cricketers who I have trained, whom I have worked with, and shared countless memories. In this special cricket.com series called Player in Focus, I talk about all those players that you want to know about, things perhaps you haven't heard before, some inside stuff. Yorker. This is a great story. Huh? The first time we saw, when I say we, I mean me and B. Arun, the bowling coach of the Indian cricket team, ex-bowling coach. Uh, he was a bowling coach when I was there. So me and B. Arun were doing a BCCI coach education program in Ahmedabad way back in 2012, I guess, 11 or 12. Um, and it was a coach education program for BCCI. We were faculty for BCCI's coach education program. And we were doing a level 2 program. And then Parthiv Patel used to come to the ground every day to work on his wicket keeping with me. And so one day he said, Srisha and Arunbhai and Sribai, I want to show you to one young fast bowler. He's very, very raw, but he appears to have the pace. We got him out of tennis ball cricket. Please come and have a look. I'll ask him to come here tomorrow. So the next day morning, we saw a very lean, lanky, wiry, unkempt boy turned up, and he had a very, very unorthodox action, and that is exactly why Parthiv wanted to show him to probably one of the better bowling coaches in the world in BR. And he came and bowled, and he bowled quick. For someone who was, I think, 17 or 18 at that time, he bowled quick. And the minute we saw him, Arun said, this boy can be a game changer. And the first thing I remember, the conversation I was privy to was he told Vijay Patel, who was heading Gujarat cricket as a coach then, not to tinker too much with his bowling action because it was a legal bowling action. It was a bowling action with which he could generate a lot of pace, and it was relatively injury free. I mean, yes, it is a little unorthodox action, but it was relatively injury free, and it was freakish, and it was something which a batter would take time to get used to. He breaks the perception of the batters from the regular bowling actions. So immediately the first thing that came to mind was do not change him. He's something unique, do not change him. And then he came to NCA after a couple of years, and the only message which went through us to all the coaches was do not change his bowling action. Leave him as it is. Leave him as it is. So that thing at the Ahmedabad Motera Stadium B grounds on a chilly morning in January, way back in 2011 or 12, I don't exactly remember the year, was my first interaction with Jasprit Bumrah. I think with Bumrah, I just can't pinpoint one game. I think a few games which stands in my memory with Jasprit Bumrah, the bowler. Obviously, the first game which comes to my mind is in 2019, Antigua second inning. He had a very ordinary first inning, and then there was a few learnings, a few conversations, and then he went into the second inning and just blasted the West Indian top order in a spell where he got 6-4. And then I can remember Melbourne. Oh, yeah, how can I forget the Boxing Day test in Melbourne? I mean, he just did Bumrah things, did he? We scored 300, 400 odd, and just Bumrah went and blasted Australian top order for a 6 for 20 odd spell. And then there are many spells in South Africa in his debut series where he bowled brilliantly. He got a 5-4, if I'm not mistaken, in Joburg. I remember that very well. And recently in a pink ball test in Bangalore, he was unplayable. But another spell which comes to my mind is a 6 overs, 2 maidens, 8 runs, 2 wicket spell at the Oval recently in 2021. That was one mind-boggling spell of fast bowling. And incidentally, if you notice, all the spells I'm talking about are with red ball cricket. Red ball, in red ball cricket. Bumrah is probably one of the smartest cricketers around in the team. He's very meticulous in his preparation. Uh, he studies the videos, he knows what he needs to do, and even in terms of his fitness, in terms of taking care of his body, he's extremely meticulous. He's the Virat Kohli of bowling, you can say, in terms of preparation. He's very autonomous in his gym as well, in his strength and conditioning. He's one of the few who is very autonomous. He can just go on his own and do his training. He knows exactly what he's doing. Similarly, even in bowling, he comes up with his findings and shares that with his team. There's a small little leadership quality in him. The way he reads the game is good. So he's got an autonomous cricketer, and that's helped him prepare well. He's well empowered, I should say. I agree with you when you said few traits come out as Jasprit Bumrah, the leader. He's got leadership skills, and he's someone who can make a difference to the team environment with his leadership skills. But having said that, I think I wouldn't be jumping to give him the captaincy because he's someone who needs a lot of taking care of in terms of workload management. I know you could say Pat Cummins is also captaining the time, but they have slightly different bowling actions, different body types. So to manage Bumrah's workload and then having captain only when he's available would ideally not be what the team management wants. You want a captain who is consistently available all the time. So I don't know. Although he's a leader, uh, I don't know whether giving him captaincy would be the ideal way forward going ahead after, of course, Rohit Sharma, because Rohit Sharma is not going away anywhere, at least for the next couple of years. So that is something which BCCI and its management have to look into if you want Bumrah to play for a long time. But having said that, you don't have to be a captain to make an impact on the team, isn't it? You can still make a difference with your work ethics. You can set an example to youngsters, which Bumrah always does. So probably that is something is a lesson to learn from. He's available for marquee events, so we need to work on that balance. If you see Bumrah, I think in the 75 odd T20 games India has played in the last 75 games, he's played only 20 games of them. He just played less than one third, almost just one fourth of the matches India has played. So obviously there's a lot of effort being made to make himself available for marquee events. And with Test cricket, especially at Test matches away, he's someone who's very, very important for us. So Test matches abroad, especially with WTC being in place, so that is something which he has to be available for all the time. So it's a tightrope walk, I would say, with in terms of managing Jasprit Bumrah's workload. But we'll have to pick and choose the matches he plays, and we have to be very clear in how we slot him in. Because after this World T20, probably you're going to give him enough rest. Maybe he'll recover for the India-Australia Test Series, maybe. And then the prime thing is he has to be available for us in the 2023 World Cup, which is being played in India. That should be planned already. So we need to work backwards from 2023. If you want Bumrah to play that tournament, we need to work backwards from there. Take care of what are the test matches he has to be in, what are the ODIs he wants, how many ODIs he has to play to get that ODI form, that rhythm back, and then see. So that is what it is. We have to manage him in such a way that he's available for us for the 2023 World Cup. IPL is something which he cannot miss because, contrary to general belief, I think all Indian players have to play IPL. because that is the USP of IPL. And IPL, make no mistake, is the biggest sporting product in the world, like it or not. And BCCI has worked very hard to position IPL in the way it is now. So Indian marquee players have to play IPL, even if it means they miss one or two what do you call bilateral series. IPL is the sporting property in the world, so he has to play. It's a combination of everything you said. It's a combination of everything you said. Great athlete, great bowling action. I mean, it's so different. It breaks the perception of the batter, like I said. Good work ethics, smart thinker of the game. So it's a combination, which is quite lethal, and you can see the results. It is lethal. Yeah, I mean, unfortunately, we are coming to end of this particular program, but I'm sure there'll be opportunities to come back again on cricket.com, because I really like the way it's gaining popularity, the content that's being delivered on cricket.com, and that's really good quality, and the information, the latest information, the latest developments in the world of cricket is at your fingertips when we are following or subscribed to cricket.com. So that keeps me updated. I follow cricket.com for all my cricketing updates. So if viewers you are watching, please follow and subscribe to cricket.com, not only for the best and latest updates, but also for some exciting cricket related programs with some of the top analysts in the sport.